and it helps us to bring harmony and peace into the world. We look around and we need some peace. We need some harmony. There's all manner of divisions and evilness and people divided, one against the other, group against the other group, races against the other races and stuff. And we wonder how in the world are we going to come through this? But there is a God who transcends all these problems and all this stuff. What we have to do is have faith and trust in that God, in our God who can and will deliver us. Amen. We just have to do what? Keep praying, keep having faith, and keep trusting. Isaiah 26:3 says, "You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you." This verse describes the individual peace of the person whose mind is stayed on God. Sometimes we get discouraged and we want to give up, and we want to look at things in another direction. We want to say, okay, we're worried about this worldly stuff, and we want to give up, but we have to keep focused and keep our mind stayed on Jesus. Stay in his word. Keep him with us daily. He is our peacemaker. Saving Christ is our saving grace. Amen? Christ brings a peace the world can't give. A deep, calm, and right relationship with God and others, not just quiet. As we journey along this world, in this world, we have to learn how to get along with everybody. Amen. So somebody may need your advice. Somebody may need your spirit, your peace. Your peace sometimes, sometimes by them looking and seeing how you're living, and if you're living right, can be a peace to them and an example to them as to what they should do and how they should travel on this journey. Amen. We must learn how to be an example for people, how to live as an example for people, and how we experience things and go through things sometimes gives people the example of what it takes to live a peaceful life and to how to handle situations in trying times. We go through trying so many trying things in life. We go through losses of loved ones. We go through financial situations. We go through things that make life uncomfortable sometimes. But we all have to have the faith of God and the trust in God that he is going to bring us through. Amen. When we have that trust and that faith, it gives us peace. It brings us peace. Because we know that God's got it. Amen? Sometimes it gets really rough. And matter of fact, the things that are going on right now in the world cause even depression and anxiety for everybody. I go to a lot of doctors, and even when the doctors come in and say, well, we can understand the things that are going on because it's not just going on with you, it's going on with a whole lot of people just because of the things that are going on in the world. Peace comes from the top, amen? And the top, most likely from in our nation at this time, is not coming from the top. We have a head leader of our nation and that speaks all manner of things that aren't right, aren't favorable. And we get caught up in that because we don't have the peace of God. But when you let God get all down inside of you, when you stay in his word, when you keep him by your side, when you hold your hand in the hand of him that leads you, he'll give you that peace. He'll bring you that peace. And sometimes, like I said, people don't understand how you can get through that. People don't understand how you've lost your husband or you've lost your child and you managed to go forward and move forward and keep moving. It's not easy. People don't understand how you've lost your job and been fired from your job and you don't know how you're going to take care of your family. You don't know how you're going to live. But you have a peace. People don't understand that sometimes your body is not well. And the doctor says one thing, but you can still walk out of that doctor's office with the confidence that God is going to take care of it. Amen? And he gives you that peace. Sometimes our bodies are racked with pain. Sometimes I go to bed at night and I can't even sleep comfortably before the pain in my shoulders or my arms or my hands and stuff. But I thank God that when I arise on the next morning, I'm able to step down out of that bed and I'm able to walk through the house. Sometimes I have a little pain walking through the house, but I thank God that I'm walking through the house. Amen? He's given me that peace when I step out of the bed that it's going to be okay and you can make it another day. Because you have the peace of God. I'm giving you my peace. The peace of God that surpasses all understanding. You may not about it. John 14:27, we've already read, says, peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Not as the world gives, do I give to you.